Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I lied on my last stream. At the end of my last stream, I said I was going to play Guild Wars 2. I was going to do the final confrontation with Joko. I'm a dirty, stinking, filthy liar. Yeah, so, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is showtime. Itchy ear. There we go. We'll start a game. World. Difficulty. Let's create a new world. The land of lens. I don't think I played this before. Is it grabbing it from some other place? Maybe? I'm pretty sure I didn't play this before. I'm going to start easy because I'm more interested in finding out about the game rather than challenging myself. Lone Star Wolf, how you doing? We'll just keep all of this stuff in place. Sure, that seems fine. I got sucked into another of the... weird. Another one of these... survival crafting games. I haven't decided which. Color. They actually give us white. That's nice. There we go. Definitely mask. Definitely mask. The style of my color. I'm not seeing any difference showing up on screen. Unless it's the hair color. Yeah, this must be the hair color, in which case, yes, we want white hair. We have classes. Cloud Piercers. Starter weapon, Apprentice Cloud Piercer Spellblade. Known for their bravery, willingness to push beyond conventional thinking and norms. Believing there is always a better way, most commonly seen sorting through the sky on their brooms. Did the stream just restart? I don't think so. It did glitch briefly. Let's find my numbers. It did. Evidently, because Streamlabs says 1 minute and 30, and I pushed the button 4 minutes ago. So maybe it glitched. Starter weapon, Apprentice Starsmith Spellblade. Foreteller Spellblade. Yeah, weird for sure. Wild Root Wand. I don't want to talk about rooting with my wand. Thank you. Rooting is actually a somewhat obscure, no longer mostly in use term for sex. Specifically, a root is a man's naughty bits. The Tome Keepers, the Apprentice Tome Keeper Wand, and Night Scribe Wand. Ooh, I think... You know, I was thinking Foreteller seemed pretty good. But, I mean, Night Scribe, I mean, that's just Edgelord. So, here we are. I'm an Edgelord. Heal my wounds. Drink the healing potion. Left click. Right click. Scroll to healing potion. Ah, got it. There's the left click. I'm the chosen one already? I just got here. Oh, all right. My fate is sealed. Electra keeps telling me that every time I play Marvel Heroes. I like the graphics so far. I mean, obviously they're stylized and cartoony. I am, however, tripping balls. Presumably this is where I want to go. I don't know that for a fact.
This dream will test you.
I'm going to be tested in my dreams. Break the vines by attacking. Ah, back up to... I see, okay. Alright, straightforward combat system. I'm okay with that so far. Hopefully you don't have to always use the mouse wheel. Hopefully at some point you'll have numbers that you can assign to those to select, because that's faster and you're not... Special attack costs mana. Primary attack. Well, we've got a dream fragment. Let's try a special attack. Okay. They fired back at me. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That costs mana. Okay, our mana is regenerating. Well, they may be mystical, magical creatures, but they can't lead you if you're sidestepping. There's a crack in the wall of the world, sort of. Moving around, jump across gaps. I missed. So, sprint to move faster. I'm going to assume that's shift. No, that's not. Hup, hop, 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 hoop. Okay, I got up easily the first time. Why not the second time? Or we could just go around. Okay, that does work. So if we sprint and jump, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Am I crazy, or did that bridge just build itself? I'm the chosen one! Why am I always the chosen one? Although, to be fair, in Guild Wars 2, in the core game, you're not the chosen one. Traherne is, and you're Robin to his Batman. And he's really annoying. Alright, so far we are making progress. Visually, I'm definitely a fan. Blink to evade. Okay, that's control. Got it. Okay, evidently I don't think I'm supposed to kill that thing. Oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I'm swimming! Always a chosen one. That just means you haven't played Kenshi. Ah, I am familiar with Kenshi. I watched Safarian playing Kenshi. Actually, in the original WoW, you weren't like the chosen one either. You were a dude of importance, but you weren't like champion like it is now. All the time. And I do mean all of the time. With what's-his-face calling you champion! The Archmage, whose name I cannot remember suddenly. What am I looking for here? I'm not sure. Did I miss something back there? Doesn't really look like it. Uh-huh. Ah! Okay.
this place moment for now. Until they begin as you one day.
Well, I mean, that looks inviting, but we'll go the stairs. Now, I understand Kenshi is a somewhat unforgiving experience. Only you've played where your characters lost both legs and one arm before eventually dying of starvation. So slow when clawing your way around with one arm. Well, it would be. I mean, unless, you're a regular-sized person with one arm and no legs, and the one arm is the Hulk's arm. In which case, you could probably make pretty good pace. I have a choice before me. Choosing to not choose is a choice. Choice of a lifetime. And these are my options? Fiend. Element Nox. Night, something like that. Endearing creature prefers sleeping to fighting, and who amongst us doesn't? Yet its strength is noteworthy thanks to its affinity to the Nox element. It's often joked that fiends are the most difficult familiar to train simply because of their tendency to disregard human orders. But with time and patience and space, a fiend will eventually become glued to its owner, cherishing their company and protecting them from any foe. Uneven field can conjure deadly pools, which both damage and slow foes, and murky host fires homing darts. Both sound pretty good. Locktoe, element Lux, which would be light. Well, Nox is technically would be night, and so this would be light. Despite its luscious wings, it can't fly for long. Well, then it's just not that good. Bouncing projectiles that explodes, sure, that's nice. Takes flight, dropping fiery projectiles, that's also fine. No, just no. Element Crystal, Brill, I'm sorry. I understand that you're making pets here for a larger audience than just me, and you're going to make them cute. They have turned down the cute dial and turned up the cutesy dial. I don't like cutesy, so we will not be taking the Crystal Brill, even though it fires a barrage of shards, which damage and knock back, and damages and weakens foes in an area with Gem Shock, but maybe Element Ethereal Qual. Though familiar has some negative connotations due to its history, its heart remains kind. Well, we can't have that, I'm sorry. Fires a barrage of damaging projectiles at a target, conjures Protective Wisp that flies at nearby foes. So, I'm leaning towards Fiend, sorry. Pardon the yawn. Old man, long day. Not really. I'm feeling better than yesterday, though, so that's a big plus. Yeah, I think we're going to take Fiend. Boop. Best friends, I've acquired a starter familiar. Command your familiar with R and open the gate together. Oh, he's over here. Or she. So, one of us goes here. And the other one goes there. Fiend has the ability to teleport when it gets caught behind doors. Tap at a foe to attack. What do you think, Fiend or Fine? I think Fiend. Oh, God. Oh, do we have to tap multiple times, or does it keep attacking? My ability in wands is going up. I can assure you I have an enormous amount of practice with my wand. It's just going to be wall-to-wall dick jokes about the wands. Sorry. That's just the way it is. I wonder why... Lone Star Wolf, go to your room. You kids today. Just because I show zero respect for other streamers doesn't mean that you should... Actually, I guess it does mean you should show me zero respect. Never mind. Oh, that was not what I pressed my buttons for. I'll grant the general environment is a little young for me, but, you know, I turned the music way down, just so you know. Oh, we've got Fiend Butt. I'm glad I went with the pronunciation of Fiend, because otherwise I'd be saying, oh, we have Fine Butt. Hi, Fiend. So Q and E for his abilities, and C for swapping something I don't know. If I press C, what happens? Don't know. But it's a thing that happens. I press C and something happens. Maybe we're giving each other happiness? That just sounds wrong. We have a book. Illyria's Diary, page 1. If you're reading this, thank the Eternal Ones. We're on the same world. We waited a day and night for you, but we're running low on supplies, so we're heading out to see what this place has in store for us. We're still not sure where we've been sent or why, but there's a witch spire looming over us. Looks like we'll need to fly to get there. We'll leave you some notes so you can find us. Please be safe, friend. P.S. We left you a satchel. Don't miss it. E. The health was down a little bit. I got hit a couple of times by the little shooty things. I've got a Nocturian sandwich, a tasty sandwich from home, and four somethings. 4 verdant blooms, known for their healing properties, prepared in a cooker or workbench. So that's consume, feed to familiar for 10 seconds, plus 5 healing per second. It's a heal over time. Fiend, element is Nox. Yeah, we have that. My character, my luminaries, skills, okay, or a passives tree or a skills tree, whichever. You know, I'm good with that. Alder Crown. Oh, we got a glowy. More verdant bloom. All right, well, got anything over here that's interesting? Verdant bloom. And I'm picking up wood. That's right, I've got wood. Gather 5 sticks to get wood. It's going to be so many dick jokes tonight. Really, it is. I apologize in advance. It's going to be non-stop, wall-to-wall dick jokes. Build a workbench.
I know you have questions. For now, regain your strength. You will need it.
Says to build a workbench. Well, I don't want to just build a workbench on the path that everybody walks through. They might use my workbench. Instead of being lazy, instead of doing the work themselves. I'm not using anyone else's workbench. I don't want them using mine. We'll put it over here. There's a little sort of landing. Someone's been chopping down trees for their wood. Cotton flower, smooth to the touch. We got more shinies. We've got berry. It's not berry white. It's just a berry. More wood. Okay. So, I think we'll just put it right here. I will build a workbench. I have 11 out of the required 5 items, so we're just going to build it. Tab brings up a list of items. Yes, it does. I can build a cooker, a chest, and the workbench. I have a workbench, guys. I don't want to build another one. How do I get out of it? B? Oh. I guess I hit C instead of B. That was weird. Craft a verdant bloom petal. Verdant bloom petal. I have that recipe. I will craft one. I have crafted a verdant bloom petal. Did I not just craft that? Pretty sure I crafted that. Oh, maybe I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick it up. Level up by defeating foes. Unlock a luminary. Defeating foes, huh? I will as soon as I find any foe worthy of my... Oh, rocklings. Doom, 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 doom. That was a bad shot by me. I'll have you know. I don't remember what the command was to get Finn to attack. Fine, Fiend. Fiend. That's right, Fiend. Oh, I see. Maybe that's not... Maybe that's experience at the top? Not life? Well, what we can do is we can, like, eat a berry, which will give us... It says click to consume, but then it's making me pick it up. Okay, right, so we have to scroll down. Tasty. Tasty. And that did heal us, so we were down a little bit of life. Where is our XP, though? Presumably we have XP somewhere. Don't see it there. How about character? Oh, we've got our building up to 3 wands, I'm guessing. That's combat. Level up by defeating foes. Not particularly informative there, but that's fine. More rocklings. What was the command to make fine attack? I don't remember. Ding 2. Okay, luminaries available.
The spire has sent you to a dangerous place, chosen one. But you're not alone. You should look for your friends now.
Oh.
Believe me, you'll need them.
Abandoned hearth. All right, that's down below. My assumption is we have to go all the way down and then back around. Unlock a luminary. Luminaries. All right, so evidently hearth unlocks a building recipe, center of the base, allowing you to build and expand. Basic cooking recipes. Vigor. I have no problem with my vigor. I'm an elderly gentleman, but getting back to the wand humor, it still functions just fine. Lucky, gain 1 luck. Stellar burst. Let's see. Ah, okay. Okay, nice. I see a goodly amount of progression there. That pleases me. So are these the ones I have or the ones I need? I'm going to assume that I do not have them. I have 3 luminary points. I assume that's the cost, so... I now have 2 luminary points. Stellar Bursts. A weapon recipe unlocks a recipe for a wand. Over here we have Arc Flare Coil Spellblade. Unlocks a recipe for a Spellblade. Ooh, wands or Spellblades. I'm assuming Spellblades are magical weapons that are used in melee as opposed to a wand. Magical weapon used at range, let's assume. I'm going to add one to my luck. And let's go ahead and Spellblades just simply sound cooler than wands, even though wands are a source of endless dick jokes. Furniture and decoration for a simple home. We undo? We cannot undo. Okay. Actually, we'll go with that. Not nuts about not being able to undo. Okay. Use your map to guide you. Look for friends. I have many friends. You guys are my friends. I know that disappoints you. Possibly a lot. Alright, might as well burn mana pretty well. Looked like there might be a special mob over here, like there was a star mob or something. Mob with a star over its head or something. Oh, I was probably seeing this, which is stone. Everybody must get stoned. Okay, my only quibble with it so far is it does have a bit of a younger slant in sort of its feel, which is fine. Not a big deal. Not everything has to be made for me. Otherwise, my food would come pre-chewed. Well, we got all kinds of little bits and pieces. More stone. All right, the abandoned hearth is over there. We've got gold. Coins. I'm rich, guys. Dinner time here. You did not need that imagery. Which imagery? We've got a Froblin Grunt, 2 of them. Oh, they have regeneration. I'm not a fan. All right, 2 Froblin Grunts taken care of. Oh, pre-chewed food. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not that old yet. I even made my own dinner tonight. A couple of burritos. Small burritos. Carnitas. Refrites. Salsa. Tasty. It was not pre-chewed. Let's get that one taken care of. And now it's your turn, sir. I need more mana. Lens needs mana. badly. Oh, we got a glowy, no idea, a precious gem useful for crafting weapons, highly treasured by rocklings and their kin. I'm sure they won't mind that I killed one of their kin. You think? Ah, the M for the map. That is we don't know, we don't know. That is also we don't know, we don't know, and we don't know. That's the abandoned hearth, where presumably my friends stopped. I have friends. More rocklings, huh? I whiffed. Ding 3! I'm potent and powerful. And we've got new luminaries, which are the equivalent of spec points, I do believe. Whee! New quest, paper trail. Well, let's take a look. First of all, our luminaries. We have 3 more. Spellblade Master increases spellblade damage by 5%, 5%. Really, the third one should have more. It should be like, say, 5, 7, and 9, or like 4, 6, and 8, if they want it to be like, 15. Alright, we grabbed that, that, and that. An extra spirit jump charge. Maybe that allows me to double jump? Don't know. Simple smooths, basic cooking recipes. Let's go with the basic cooking recipes. Illyria's diary, page number 2. Volan is missing, but Vex doesn't seem worried. He's probably just exploring nearby. We really ought to be sticking together, but who has time to worry about that when there's a Witchspire to get to? There's a Chirilli crater close by. Chirilli? Yeah, Chirilli. Oh, Chirilli, would I lie? We're going to scout it. Hopefully Volan learns to stay still and not keep wandering alone, that clown. Yeah, he is kind of a jerk. I mean, I don't even know who he is, and I know he's a jerk. Wand of Whispers, Shimmering Incense. More stone. And that is Hearthkin found. Don't know what Hearthkin is. Build a hearth. Well, we can build a workbench here. We can build a cooker and a hearth. I'll start with the hearth. The hearthkin was used to build the hearth. We'll drop a workbench here as well. See if we can... New quest, a witch's best friend. Unlock a familiar ability.
We'll need to nurture it if we're successful here.
We have Shimmering Incense, which gives us bonding chance. It massively increases the chance of spirits lingering. Okay, that's a thing that it is. Wand of Whispers. My current wand is doing 2 damage. Wand of Whisper will do 3 damage. A primary attack fires astral orbs. Primary here deals 3... conjures 3 orbiting wisps that deal damage. Conjure a wisp that slows and damages foes. It does more damage, theoretically. We should try to use that. Theoretically, theory is a marvelous thing. Have you noticed how seldom it actually resembles reality? No. Spellblade hilt and arc flare coil. We can't make that yet. What does that require? Spellblade hilt, and I'm 1 spirit dust shy. Well, that's disappointing. We have a logging sickle. Fires ethereal arcs that chop down trees. What does that require? Spirit dust as well. Okay. We're going to need more spirit dust. What do we have over here? Hearth. Simple planks and spirit dust. To level up the hearth. Got it. Unlock a familiar ability. Tab. Character. Luminaries. Should be here. 1. There. Ha! Aha! Uneven field. Spits 3 orbs wherever they fall. Spawn a pool that deals low damage over time but causes big movement speed reduction. Or 5 homing darts that deal low damage over time for 6 seconds. Well, they're homing. Let's go with the homing. Now, do we drag this? Familiar. Oh, we can have multiple familiars. Right. So now on E, he will fire off his boomstick.
This place starts to feel like home.
And then this is that. Okay. Hearth. Well, what am I supposed to do with the hearth? Nurture. I need 1 more piece of wood, I think, to nurture. No, I need 1 more spirit dust. All right, spirit dust. I'm not sure where it comes from. Mobs, maybe. Thingies on the ground, maybe.
This is mine.
It is mine. And yet I'm not mining. Weird, huh? Oh, what, that? No, that's like a mushroom or something? Cotton flower. Stone. Stone. I'm going to assume that we need to kill something for the power. Boy, come on, guys. I'm looking for something to murder. Oh, there we go. Ooh, level 2. Tail leaves. What is this thing? Verdant bloom. More stone. Let's see. So he is an E to attack. Well. We have now enough to... Yes, we have enough spirit dust. It's a tail leaf. Get him! What are you shooting at, dude? Right, we will now head back to the hearth. We got some bits and pieces of stuff. But now we will upgrade our hearth. Is it multiplayer? I don't know. The implication is yes. Yes, it must be, because it's got things for friends. Invite friends. So yes, it is. Amazing what if I stop and actually think for a second before answering questions. Yeah, so invite friends. I'm assuming that's a yes. Why do I not have planks? I had planks. Did I not have planks? I need to use this to convert wood into planks. I need more wood. I am not playing with other people now. I am hardly playing with me. That's not true. I would have sworn I picked up more wood. I've got 16 wood. Why is it not allowing me to make more? What are those? Those are copper ingots. Oh, I've got copper ingots. That's nice. Was it 2 per? It was 2 per. Okay, it's 2 wood per. So I need 4 more pieces of wood. Yeah, right now, I think my only complaint is that it does seem to be aimed a bit younger than me. But that also might mean that it would make a really good co-op game for, you know, parents. Not that everything has to be made for me, but everything should be made for me. Just wanted to play the game so I could play with my wand. Hey, now, I'm trying to not be playing with my wand anymore. I have a weapon that I want to make. The spell blade instead of the wand. Because at my age, no, the wand is perfectly functional. It does stout yeoman work. But really, my enthusiasm for having it work only goes so long. I could manage. I'm just it's just, you know, tiring. It's tiring. We need 10. Did those craft? They did. I have to wait for them to pick them up. 4-person co-op? That makes sense. Now, I have, over the course of the last couple of years, I have grown more and more fond of survival crafting games, and so on the harder core, Windrose, I've been playing a lot, but I'm willing to go softer core. We're talking about wands, now I'm talking about hardcore and softcore. Maybe we should stop, but we won't. Smells terrible. Perfect. I have brewed 10 potions. No, I did not. I did not brew 10 potions. We have the spirit dust, we have the simple planks, we can level up. Nurture our hearth. I assume that's nurturing. It was. Moved in. I have reached hearth level 2. And gotten another luminary. What to my wandering mind should appear, but yeah, pretty much. Witch's pickaxe. Want to axe you something? Hearth level 2. Okay, and that has opened up the furnace. Well, we do have some ingots. Smelts ores into ingots. We're probably going to need that next. We'll go ahead and go with this anyway. How's it playing? It plays fine. The only plaything so far is controlling your shots is going to take a little getting used to. But that's it. Other than that, it's fine. Look for my friends in Chirilli Crater. That should be the Chirilli Crater, presumably? In that it looks like a freaking crater? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now my question is, will I be able to get back here? Or am I supposed to rebuild everything? Because this is, after all, the second time I've built the... Oh, add a familiar to boost speed. Choose a compatible familiar for this workstation. Oh, you can get a familiar and attach it to the workbench so it crafts things faster. Okay. Pretty cool. This is what I'm trying to make, the Arc Flare Coil Spell Blade. And for that, I'm going to need 8 more spirit dust. Alright, so theoretically now we have added the furnace and a chest. I assume I'll be able to, like, teleport back here. But I don't know that. But that's where we've got to go, so that's where we're going. We've got rocklings. Level 3 rocklings. They're more powerful than they were. I whiffed. That shot was a clean miss. There we go. Okay, those do damage. Very nice. So this will go well with the spell blade, because presumably I'll be doing melee attacks. And so having these things around me like a good old-fashioned WoW shaman will be pretty cool. How much spirit dust we at now? How much spirit dust? Not enough. Need more. Need more spirit dust. I'm a spirit dust junkie. I need more spirit dust. I hit that tree. And I showed it who the boss was, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Sort of. Yeah, it plays pretty well. Well, as long as they keep getting in my way, I kind of have to, I feel kind of obliged to, you know, air them out. Let's go ahead and eat a berry. And another berry. They're very tasty. I apologize. How close are we? Oh. Quite a ways away, actually. Interesting. We've got... hey, I haven't actually looked. That's presumably the Witchspire. We've got some other constructions over there. That's a level 5 critter, I think. A level 5 critter. I probably don't want to mess with that. We'll have to see about the combat as we get, you know, more abilities and such. But for now, it's fine. I gotta fall? Is falling damage a thing? Don't know. We're climbing a pretty steep, Oh, there's... Level 5 baddies are in Chirilli Crater. We've got a box. It must be a mimic. It's moving. It's going to attack. Sorry. Okay, a bunch of stuff. Coins, verdant bloom, knowledge potions, which grant experience. Witch's hat, the essential headgear for witches. Well, I mean, clearly, we have to wear that. 10% spellblade damage and wand damage, plus 50% familiar health, and plus 1% double drop logging. I gotta say that maybe their wording on that one, they need to rethink, maybe a little, because where I come from, double drop logging sounds very, very different than what I think they have in mind. I think they mean that while you're logging, you have a 1% chance to, instead of getting 2 chunks of wood, you get 4 chunks of wood. Double drop logging, I'm just going to stop. Yeah, I'm going to stop. Okay, how do I wear it? Character? Character. My hat is currently a Night Scribe's... Oh, that's a piece of crap. I'm not wearing that crap. Come on, man. Seriously?
Tasty.
Gearing up, I have equipped an item. I hope you've all enjoyed my item equipping. I don't have a broom yet. Am I going to have to fight the Chirillis? That's a question. That's a level 7 Chirilli. Lots of level 5 Chirillis, and I'm not really interested in fighting them. Lens. Does it never end? And the answer is no. Oh, look. You don't always have to climb a mountain. Sometimes you can just walk through the open gateway thing. Fiend? Chirilli look like little rodentoid critters. They appeared to give me a look and not attack, for what that's worth. Cinder blooms. What game has cinder blooms? There's another game that has cinder blooms. Beautiful, but with a vicious sting. Well, that certainly looks like if I had mining, I could mine that. I don't, so I won't, and I can't. Well, we've got some objects laying around and a book. There's the book. No, Volan, of course. We heard some commotion coming from a Frablin cave. Must be him, he's always up to no good. This place holds many dangers, that is certain. Even Vex looks worried. I've never seen a Quall worried before. I can't let anything happen to him. I'm going to need a better weapon. If you haven't already, consider acquiring something more powerful. Hope to see you soon. That was some more spirit dust. Excellent. Chirilli tuft. Did they kill a Chirilli to get its tuft? Those bastards! Unlock and craft a weapon. Well, I already unlocked one. I need to craft one. Now here's where we get a test. Click to teleport between hearths. That was what I was hoping for. Is that we would have the ability to move back to the hearth. That's good. We'll do that in a sec after we pick up some more. That's just fiery. Looking for more stuff to pick up. Oh, level 7. Charling. That's how you shorten the actress Charlotte Rampling's name. Charling. To click to teleport between hearths. We can't build here. Of course we can't. Well, we had the door to the outside world over here. Can we build another? The hearthway took a lot of the spirit stuff. No, we don't have enough, I don't think. It doesn't say what it needs. Ooh, what? So it's interesting. B to build. And then you hit B again. It doesn't undo the build. Instead, it teleports you back to your pet fiend. Interesting. We have a luminary point. Or maybe a point for the pet. Active familiar. There we are. Yeah, we got a point over here. All right, we now have the two abilities for the pet. Spectra. Fiend is not doing a whole lot of damage, I will have you note. So we'll set our balls rolling and spirit dust. And carapace. And my character went yoink a little bit too enthusiastically, I have to add. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. All right, I guess we head back to our home base. I'm gonna be so tired by the time I get home. I'm gonna need a nap. Old man, gonna need a nap. Funnily enough, I don't nap much for an old guy. Unless, sadly, it happens a couple times a month. I wake up early and can't get back to sleep, in which case, that always sucks. And then I do nap. Note to self, lens. Swallow through the right tube. Better. All right. Unlock and craft a weapon. We've got everything we need except the hilt, and we can make the hilt. We're making it. To the hilt. Boy, first it's wand dick jokes, and now it's to the hilt dick jokes. I did warn you it was going to be wall-to-wall dick jokes, so. Arc Flare Coil. We are going to craft it. It's going to take a while. Looks like about 30 seconds, maybe? I hope everyone's Thursday is going great. Hopefully your Friday will go even better. I hear good things about weekends. We do have a logging sickle. We should probably equip that. Oh no, we do not have. We have the recipe for that. We also have simple spirit incense. We're almost done. Oh, we are done. How about the logging sickle? We've got just enough spirit dust to make a logging sickle. Sure. Why not? We can just murder things for more spirit dust. That's no problem. All right. We have the logging sickle. Got equipped because that was into an empty slot, so that's fine. The arc flare coil, the damage in a cone in front of you, does 5 damage. Special attack increases attack speed by 33% for 8 seconds. All right, so it is a presumably short-range melee weapon. We'll move the Nocturian sandwich into storage. We'll move this down to there. And we'll move our arc flare coil into there. Next thing we need to build. Storage. So, I don't know. B opens the build menu. But if I hit it a second time, we get that weird animation, and sometimes I move to join my pet. So I don't know what the deal is with that. All right, wow, it actually holds a whole bunch of stuff. Sand, carapace, my old hat. It has sentimental value. Chirilli fruit, cinderbloom, knowledge potion grants XP. Oh, and you can feed it to your familiar to level up your familiar. Okay, that's pretty cool. Azure feathers, shimmering incense. Probably want to keep that on us. Bonding chance. That's for trying to what? Capture additional familiars, I think, or spirits.
And so do I.
That's my old wand. We'll hold on to that and that. We'll keep the coins on us, I suppose. Shimmer dust. Froblin goo. Really, nobody really wants to have Froblin goo kind of anywhere around, but there's not much you can do about it. Froblins are everywhere, and anywhere there's Froblins, you can count on their goo. It's just not pretty. Investigate the Froblin caves for level 5. I'm not level 5 yet. I'm level 3. What do we have over here? Let's see, we can cook. Oh, to level up the hearth, we need more Chirilli tufts and a lot more spirit dust. Okay. What else can we build? We got the hearth, we got the workbench, we don't have a cooker, and we don't have a furnace yet. Oh, what do we need for the cooker? It doesn't look like we can build it. Wait, what? We need more wood. Okay, so. We have a wood choppy device now. I don't know what the icons. I guess it's left click is chop, right click is fire bazooka. I don't know. Okay, that works apace. Oh, okay, that just works faster and uses mana. Got it. Roger that. Well, now we can build a cooker. All right, recipes. We can make verdant bloom petals. Takes 2 per. Simple porridge. We need wheat and wood Our porridge consists of what? Sawdust and wheat? Well, that's going to keep us regular, because that's, as far as roughage goes, that's pretty rough. Fried egg, fried fey fruit, which will require fey fruit. Oh, I guess the wood is for the cooking, not actually a component involved in the making of the porridge. I'm somewhat relieved by that, truth be told. Tossed berries. At least they're not tossing salad. That will require berries and cloudberries. Verdant bloom petals. Well, we already have, what, 20 of them, right? Because I think those are verdant bloom petals. So we've got a bunch that are already available to us for cooking purposes. So I guess we need to grind out some more levels and stuff, because we're currently at level 3 and the frog ones are level 5, and that just sounds like a bit much. There's my spell blade. And what was the increases attack speed by 33% for 8 seconds. So we proc that and then we charge in and make with the murder. We probably don't need to pick up sticks now that we know about... Ooh. That's ding 4. Another tail leaf. More tail leaves. Oh yeah, you want some? Come get some. I feel terrible about killing these poor innocent creatures. I'm over it. That is alder glowhorn. Disgusting, but magical. I'm not sure what's so disgusting about it. Doesn't. Well, they are kind of mushrooms, and I do find mushrooms disgusting. So, there's that.
Oh, hello.
It's another tail leaf. These are... That's wood. We don't need the wood, because we can chop down all kinds of wood. Is that the cotton flower? I think so. Yes, it is. Yep. Whoop. Berries. There's the hearth over there. We'll go to our hearth and do our level up mechanics for me and McCritter. All right, he's got 1 point. Increased damage. Damage resistance. Health. Eventually, resistances to knocks, critical strikes, and nature, and then increasing attack speed. Dodge chance, additional health. Oh, leech, yeah. And then passive regeneration. A little more attack power would be welcome. Luminaries, all right. Magic pickaxe. You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Benjamin Franklin. Over there we've got small gardening plot. Medium gardening plot. All right, we got the basic cooking recipes. We have 2 left, yeah. Simple stews. Cooking level, skill level 1 out of 5. So we can't make those recipes. I'm guessing that's what that is. Not luck. Spirit logging sickle. Here we'll get sanguine. Leech a small amount of life when dealing damage. That seems pretty good. Yeah, Stu hates it when you call him simple. Really, it ticks him off, which is understandable. We understand, Stu, but we're going to keep doing it anyway. I guess we actually have to have the skills up high enough to get access to those. But I can go ahead and sanguine myself right now. Can't I? No, I can't. Do we have to come in from the sides? We have to come in from one of the sides. Increase max health. Critical strike chances. 3% doesn't seem like much. 10 health doesn't seem like a lot either. Alright, there we go. I've unlocked 10 luminaries. I just want sanguine. We can make more of these, right? This should help level us up. So if we were to make, I don't know, say 10. Can you upgrade the wand? I'm not using the wand anymore. I've made a new weapon. I got as a drop, I think, a better wand. There is another wand that I could have chosen the recipe for and made that. Instead, I chose the recipe for, and you can have both, I assume. I chose the recipe for the spell blade. I have cooked 10 food things. Character. Right, here we are. So our wands is at 3. Our vitality is at 3. Our crafting is at 5. Our bonding is 8. They don't say what the disciplining is. Building's at 9. Spellblades is at 2. So I have more experience with the wands because I just recently got the Spellblade. Mining is zippity. Broom is zippity. Witchcraft is zippity. Alchemy is zippity. Farming also zippity. So that recipe is under luminaries. The wand recipe is here for Stellar Burst. I got the arc fire spellblade first. So you can see here, the arc flare coil does 5 damage. This is the improved wand that does 3, but has different primary and secondary attacks. And then the wand I initially had did 2 damage and had different primary and secondary attacks. So theoretically, I might want to keep a wand with good ranged attacks and then swap into the Spellblade when I want to, cut somebody. Verdant Bloom, known for their healing properties. Prepared. I got the Verdant Bloom petal. Is that different? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I'll put these things away. That is cotton flour and berries. Baseball been very, very good to me. That's an old guy TV reference. Rocklings. Where are you going? Oh, we got something. I just bonded with a Rockling spirit. Bonded a Rockling, rock and roll. Creature collector. I got a couple of Steam Chief. Element is nature. Despite its shy and sometimes fearful nature, rocklings will protect their territory without rest. Element is nature. Equipable near the hearth. I have bonded it. I'm much into bondage. Rockling. And he has a point on his for his attacks. Let's see, burrow. Protecting itself while damaging enemies close to it when it jumps out of the ground. Spawns an area that slows and damages enemies. I now have 2 of them. 2 familiars. And the unactive ones can presumably be used for other things. And C will swap. I have the Rockling. Birdbrain here is level 4, Fiend, and Rockling is level 2. You did not miss the leggy amulet progress stream. I am a dirty, stinking, filthy liar who decided he wanted to play this. It got a really positive review earlier today, I read. And I'm a sucker for the crafting survival type games. Nope, you did not miss. It is still, it's in the queue because I'm a cutie. Sometimes you just want to chop down some trees, man, you know? That's all. You just want to chop down some trees. Yeah, your reaction is generous, I would go so far as to say, DM. Did I not make... No, I did not make. I got the recipe for... the mining pick. Witch's pickaxe. I need carapaces and froblin goo. Well, the quest we currently have is to go to the Froblin Caves, but it's a level 5 quest and we're level 4. But I do know where we can get the carapaces, the things, other things we need. It should be the cotton.
I like the look at that.
I like the look of that. I'm kind of creepy. I creep myself out. That's pretty creepy. If you can creep yourself out, you're doing something right. Possibly wrong. The Spectra, I believe, had the carapace drops. So, send in our Rockland. The Spectra is level 5. And it's doing a really good job of not taking a whole lot of damage from us. Well, I'm glad we haven't gone in and attacked the Froblings yet. Alright, get him. Okay, how about that? Okay, that. Couple of those. Spirit dust. Didn't even give me what I was looking for. Little snot. That's another Spectra. Could have sworn it was the Spectra that I killed back over here. They gave me the Carapace, but maybe not. Oh, it was a Spectra. These ones are a little bit lower level. Well, 4 is a little bit lower, not much. Okay, now we're doing. I must have had. Oh, I had the pick. I had the pick equipped. Never mind. Everything's fine. I just had the pick equipped. Or the sorry, the lumberjack axe thing was what I had equipped, which was, of course, not quite right. So the Spectras are not difficult. If you're hitting them with a weapon, they're not that difficult. Hey, guys, you want to get out of the water, please? Making it less than entirely easy for me to murder you. Carapaces, we need those. Carapace. Spirit dust. We're getting some XP here too, which we need because, well, the Spectres are doing some damage. The Groblins sound like they might be a little more on the challenging side. Oh, I did not realize that they aggro. Maybe because I've been killing their friends, they decided I needed a whooping. Oh, that gives to the pet. Right. That's for me. Okay, that was not a very well planned attack by yours truly, I have to say. I don't remember how many carapaces we needed, like 10, I think. I think that's probably like 6 or 8. It is 6, in point of fact. I think it was 10. Are they respawning back there? It looks like little lumps of stuff that could be more of the goobers that have the carapaces I need. Come on, you know you want some. Come get some. Come on. Well, he got some. Should be 10. 7? They haven't all dropped? The bleep is that noise?
Delicious.
Len's unamused. said carapace. Okay, that's 8. A lot of sand. Hopefully later on we can pound it. We need more of these carapace donors. These unwilling carapace donors. You know, unless like there's just some laying around on the ground, which doesn't seem particularly likely. Oh, we've got some stuff over there. Ding 5. I'm an apprentice. I have reached player level 5. You may worship me if you choose. Spellblade hilt. That's... I already have one. Oh, we have a Froblin. We have multiple Froblins. Froblins. Did we get enough of the... We still need one more carapace. Spectra, there we go. You look like a definite donor. It is relatively new. There was a review in Memorpaga, massively online. That's got to be it, right? Yeah. Talking about how much it had improved. And so I looked at the game. I said, well, looks pretty interesting. Give that a shot. Basically, it was the fact that they were talking about how much it had improved. That basically all of their complaints had been addressed, and they'd gone from being, you know, I did the test, you know, the game was working, it had a lot of problems, blah, 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 to basically every single complaint I had has been fixed. The game is much better now. It's looking really good. So I figured, sure, I'm a sucker for the genre now of survival crafting. I came over here. I wanted to build, I believe it was the Witch's Pickaxe. We needed the Froblin Goo, but we did also need the Carapace. Was there something else we were going to build that required the Carapace? I don't think so, but double check. No. We will need the furnace eventually. We can build the furnace now. Don't know what it requires. Whoops. Okay, how do we rotate it? How do we rotate it? That's not it. I guess we rotate ourselves is how we rotate it. Oh, I guess we're in ghost form. Okay, I see. When we're building, we're in ghost form. And then when we hit B again to stop building, we teleport back to where we left our body, which is over there. Got it. We go like this. Poof! We go back to our body. Understood. At long last. And this needs... glass we can make from sand, I assume. I am correct. We can make charcoal from wood. Clay bricks from clay and charcoal. Stone bricks from stone and charcoal. Copper ingots from charcoal and copper ore. We're going to need a lot of wood. I can see that. Well, we did hit level 5. Let's go ahead and do our little level up stuffs. I have 3 more luminaries. We wanted to go here and there. Why won't... Do I have to do both? Oh, that's painful. We'll put 1 in here. That way, next time we level up, we can go all the way to Sanguine. Our cooking skill is 4 out of 5. When we hit 5, we can get some more recipes. Some gardening plot. I guess these are open, but that one's not until we get the logging skill up to 5. Tree Nemesis. Okay, that's a pretty cool name. Not gonna lie. Another spirit jump charge. That requires endurance skill to get to level 3. All right. We will go ahead and get our first point of Spellblade Master. Next time we'll go 1, 2, 3, and that will give us Sanguine. Let's head... The flight pillar allows you to fly freely within its bounds. That's pretty cool. All right, where's the Froblins? Well, they are due whichever direction that is. Well, we're heading to the Froblin Caves. And we're going to murder a shitload of Froblins. Probably. We have to investigate the Froblin Caves. Doesn't specify what else we might find there or might want to keep or, you know, whatever. So the game's been in early access for some length of time. I don't know how high.
Hello.
But combining the review or re-review in massively OP, the fact that it was overwhelmingly positive, I think, the reviews, it was like 300 reviews, a reasonable number of reviews that they couldn't have cooked the books. So the fact that I do enjoy the mechanics on Froblin Archer, level 6. That's not great. He's higher level than me. Oh, he's shooting at me. They're shooting at me. It's a little bit, it feels a little bit young for me, you know? Ah, double jump, that's right. Like it's aimed a bit younger than me. I'm not the target audience, shall we say. What the bleep? Got a Froblin. Got some Froblin goo. Nothing questionable or troubling at all about Froblin freaking goo. Oh. They're beating the crap out of my pet. That ain't good. You doing okay, Thien? We've reached the Froblin Cave after murdering a boatload of Froblins who were just... Frankly, they were just asking for it. They were saying, Lens, please, just massacre us. Put us out of our misery. We're Froblins. Everyone hates us. Oh, we have a chest of some kind of unknown provenance in there. Look like something your grandnephew... Yeah, I commented earlier that, you know, it's a little bit young-aimed feeling, but that might make it perfect for, yeah, a family, as an example. I got a chest. Don't know what was in it. Shimmering Incense, a witch's hat, knowledge potion. I never did take my knowledge potions, did I? I now have 2 of them. I'm going to take a knowledge potion. Give me 2,500 XP. I think I figured out... Oh, they need to be in here. And we scrolled. UI's a little clumsy. I figured out where the XP bar is. It's at the 5 at the top with the gold ring partially around it. Let's see how much of this gets us. Basically an entire level. You know what I like more than 1 level? 2 levels. Let's see. Spellblade damage, wand damage, and max health plus 1 max spirit charges. One I currently have is... Oh, the hat I currently have is 10% damage, 50% familiar health, and double drop logging. So the base stats on this one seem better. We'll hold on to the other one too.
It's nice.
It's nice, yeah, it's fine, sure, whatever. Let's see. He has no points, but I have, what, 6? I have 6 points. Well, we know what we're doing with the first 3. Uno, dos, 3. I now have sanguine. Furniture and decoration set, simple home. Shh, we already have that. Small gardening plot. Spirit logging sickle we can't grab yet. We grab that. We don't need that right now. We grabbed that. We have 2 more points. Lifesaver, familiar sturdy chance to save it from death. So that's familiar damage. And what, hit points? Yeah. Over here is backpacker. We've got 2. We got 3. We're going to finish out the spellblade thingy. And we will grab the small gardening plot. There we go. Alright, we have to go into the caves, but it should be a little easier now. We should have more hit points, and I'm assuming do more damage. Because we just went up 2 levels by chug-lugging a couple of potions. We have a Froblin Mage. Oh, den shrooms. Brightens any room. Really? Any room? I'm a little dubious on that. Well, we're going to grab a bunch of these. Because they're here. And so are we. Damn it. My health bar is way, way bigger than it was. I like that. NGL, as the kids would say.
This is mine.
Got Froblin archers. We really don't need rocks. Rocks we can get almost anywhere. Morella's shop. What are we looking for? Investigate the Froblin Cave. Oh, we've got a book. Volon is nowhere to be found. I've scouted a portal close to the ruins. Maybe he went through it. That's our last chance. Fortunately, not all is lost. We met with a shopkeeper just outside this cave. She's either shy or doesn't speak our language, but she helped us gear up for what's ahead. I recommend you do the same. Okay. Investigate the shop outside the cave. What I can do? Oh, that's a big Froblin. We have got an extra bonus-sized Froblin out there. The Froblin Brute. Froblin Grunt, are you coming? Don't be shy. He's shy. Well, you know, I'm new to the game. I tend to be a risk-averse gamer. He's coming anyway. My opinions did not matter. He's coming. Ooh, he hits pretty hard. Knockback. But I can dodge when I remember to. Problem Brute defeated. Defunct. Definitely not that powerful. NBC pathing could be improved. I didn't particularly notice an issue with that. But more Froblin goo and some coins. Oh, we got another chest. Excellent. You're thinking about the grunt should have jumped onto the rock with you. Yeah, I did see that a little earlier. I had a fight where I was fighting against some stuff, and I hopped up on something, and they just stood there while I killed them. So yeah, that's definitely true. So yes, you are correct. Missed me. Probably shouldn't have. That was probably a mistake on your part. Oh, Goblin Archer. I hate to tell you your own business, but you're dead. Any more chests? Froblin goo. I will go ahead and take a moment. Heal a bit. Oh, I think my pet is what's flapping, making the flapping noise. It's flippin' and floppin' and flappity floop. Froblin goo and coins.
That's once again.
So back here somewhere is Mirella's shop. Wait, there was another room, I think, to the right over here. Yeah. That I wanted to at least take a peek in. Oh, we got some sort of big... Another chest. Hit reasonably hard. Let's go ahead and use another of our Healy pots. That was Lesser Healing Potion, Verdant Bloom, Potent Spirit Incense, some coins, and probably something else. Okay, ooh, what are we doing with this? Don't know. A Luminary Point for finding a glowy. Note to self. Glowies, they're okay. Alright, so now we need to find Mirella's shop. It's nice that Mirella found some work after being the bassist for Rage Against the Machine. Okay, that's a pretty deep cut on that one. You must be Mirella. How are we doing over here? Let's see. Did I not put that one on? We just got another one. Okay, we picked up a couple of hats. We've got incense, and I think that increases your chance of sort of passively capturing a spirit the way we did earlier with the Rockling. You had to Google the reference. Yeah, that was a pretty deep cut. If you're hip on certain types of music, it would be a gimme. My bonding is up to 19. All that practice in bondage obviously working out well for me. Spellblades is 8. Good. We need to do mining. Buildings up to 11. Anything else in here? Ritual scroll homebound. Return to your most recently visited home or hearth. That's good. Summon a spirit trap that'll fling anyone who comes near. That seems pretty cool. I like these one-shot items. Gravity's pull pulls enemy towards the center of a target area for 6 seconds. Cool. Spellblade hilt. I'll probably might need that when I make a higher tier of Spellblade eventually. We don't have any rings or an amulet or a broom yet, or gems, which are probably like trinkets, I'm guessing. I'm spitballing here, as I like to say. Investigate the shop. Oh, okay. Wheat seeds, carrot seeds, chili seeds, sweet fruit seeds.
It was they who first mastered the art of flight, discovered their secrets, and take to the skies. Good luck.
Ritual scroll homebound. Potent spirit income. Morella's verdant wand. 2 leaf-like projectiles which deal nature damage or a dart that snares. We can buy coins? A gemstone can be sold for 25 coins. I don't have enough coins for anything else, it seems like. Oh, you have to have her amulet to get her wand. I have enough coins for the potent spirit incense, and the homebound scroll, but that's it. The rest of these are what much too expensive for me. New quest, Relic of the Past. Reach the West Ruins. Okay, we're now aiming straight at the ruins, and so they're sort of southwest, but that's fine. Rockling Breeding Grounds, home of the Rocklings. Altar of Veer grants an overhealth boost for an hour in the Froblin Cave. Maybe that was the one I hit. It gave me a boost of some kind. Teleport between hearths. I don't know if I can use that. I'm going to try it in a sec. Can we see if I have any buffs on me? Looks like critical strike chance because I dropped some points into that. Spellblade damage. I guess these are all higher than default. I did add 1 luck. Maybe that was worth 10 points. Max health would be higher if there is the overheal buff on me, but it doesn't seem to be showing up anywhere that I can see. Another point over here. How about more damage? I don't know under what circumstance we can get those. I guess we can get those now. And the Rockling has 2. We'll go there. Increases damage to stunned enemies. Regenerative. Can I do those? Ethereal resistance, can we do that? No. Can we do these? No. So presumably we have to put in some number of points into these before these ones open up. Okay. And I have luminary points or not? I have 1 luminary point. We haven't done any farming yet. We haven't done any... We need more cooking before we can open that up. We need more logging to open that up. Vigor, we need more endurance skill. Got the witch's pickaxe, which is leaving us, let's see, backpacker, increasing our inventory size. That's always worthwhile. Hearth level has to hit level 3 before we can build the witchcraft circle. Let's go with the backpacker. More inventory space, baby. We all love more inventory space. Can I just get back to teleport? No. And we either run back, which is not very attractive. We use one of our scrolls. Ritual scroll homebound.
What's this place?
Teleport home. Berries. Keeping some berries on us doesn't seem like the worst idea. Sand for pounding, obviously. More froblin goo. Healing potion. We're keeping the coins on us at all times. Because money talks, yo. And suckers regret their professional opinions. Choices. No. Consume feed. Can we... Is there a way to break up the stacks? Where did that go? That went in there. That can go in there. Oh, we've got dentrums. Yeah, we can keep those here then. The spirit dust goes in. The verdant bloom goes in. We can swap to the Wand of Whispers if we choose. That does have the advantage. We can swap to Wand of Whispers. We can use the primary attack to put orbiting wisps around us. And then go in, swapping into our arc flare coil. So we have this AoE around us, things that hit things and damage them, while we're whacking on them with our arc flare coil. It's like I'm a natural at coming up with tactics, you know. It's a gift. The other wizards and witches, they're jealous. I'm just, you know, let's face it, I'm a lot cooler than they are. I mean, that's not the kind of thing they want to hear, but it's true. Required verdant bloom. Well, we can make a bunch of that then. How about we make all of it? This should give us enough so that we can get the next batch of cooking recipes. When next we get a luminary. Specialization point. I don't think we actually get the XP until we pick them up, though, so... So now, if we look at luminaries, we have 8 out of 5. So we can now get simple stews. Now for this one, we need 3 more skill points at logging before we can get the spirit logging sickle. And the tree nemesis, which is currently my favorite thing in the game, is the fact that it has a skill named Tree Nemesis. Gardening plot. Can we build that? Farming. Gardening plot. We'll move ourselves slightly, a little bit further away. There's our... Let me teleport back to my body. Poof. I have some dirt. There's nothing I can apparently do with it just yet. Probably need seeds. Didn't have the money to buy any seeds, unless we have some seeds. Do we have any seeds? We have eggs. Those look like seeds. I was really ready to go. We have them. Tree Nemesis. You can already hear the ants running. Hoom, hoom. A little ant humor for you there. Berries, which sound very delicious. All right, so we do have now a bunch of healy things, right? Yeah. Those give us 20 healing per second for 1 second. Those give us 15 healings per second for 2 seconds. I gotta say, their healing over time is not impressive. Yeah. Well, we can move that over there and put our other 2 hats in here. Home is where you wear your hat. We will drop the healing potion in there in case we need that in case of emergencies. You know? Now let's chop down some trees. There we are.
This is mine.
Ah, logging is up to 3. How much? I think we only needed to get it up to 3. No, 5. We're at 3 of 5. 2 more. We need 2 more. I must whack more trees. Hey, they started it. Out of mana? I don't think so. Oh, that's... Logging is now at 4, everyone. One thing I will say that I like about this is that the combat is... They have accepted that combat is not what their game is about, primarily, which is good. There have been too many cases I've seen where the survival crafting games sort of unintentionally half-ass the combat because it's like they realize, you know, if we're going to make a combat game, we'll make a combat game, but we're making a survival crafting game, so we don't have to make the combat the focus, but it kind of suffers if it's not the focus, so they always kind of end up mostly half-assed. Windrose is pretty good, I'll say that for them. Dune Awakening is it's a pretty strong focus. I have some issues. I think they made some changes that were not helpful. We should now have luminaries. We can now get the spirit logging sickle, and we will. Conjure spirits that slice nearby trees. And then you get tree nemesis, which, I mean, who doesn't want a tree nemesis? Or doesn't want to be a tree nemesis? Where did all the wood go? Why am I not seeing it? There should be a shitload of wood in there. Oh, there it is. It's because you're blind, Lens. What? Let's see. We have the logging sickle, the arc flare coil. The witch's pickaxe was the next thing I could make. And for that we needed the carapaces, the froblin goo, and the 1 gemstone we have. That we weren't carrying, but we could have sold for 25 gold, but that still, I don't think, would have given us enough gold to buy a seed. But we are going to craft the witch's pickaxe. Because you can, you can pick things with an axe. But you can probably pick things with other objects as well. Don't mind me, just mining for nose gold. And there it is. So we'll now move that down. That up. So we have the logging sickle and the witch's pickaxe. Summons ethereal pickaxes that chip at rock deposits. Or blasts a vein with great power. Well, you got to be careful blasting a vein. That's all I'm saying. Is there any ore around here that we might be able to do something with? The rocklings, I don't think they're ore, technically. Where did we see ore? Well, I know we saw ore in all of the Guild Wars 3 teasers. Ore, it's the name of the place. That's just regular rocks. Well, I don't know. Can we... Nope, those are not mineable ore thingies. We can get that up just by... We got our endurance up to 3, which is one of the things I was looking at. Where was I at? We needed it for vigor, for an additional spirit jump charge. We'll keep that one in mind. That's now unlocked. Oh, Fiend went out after the Spectra on its own. Spirit Dust and another Carapace. So like a significant number of other games, if you use a skill, you skill up in it. Well, that's an Alunian Vanguard. Well, it's only level 4, so we're going. Oh, he hits hard. Five coins. He has a shotgun attack. Was what he had going for him. If you're not familiar with the terminology, shoots a cluster of shots in a cone, and if you're close enough, they can all hit you. That's a shotgunning effect. It's big in a lot of ARPGs like Path of Exile, for example. We need you over there. How do we get him to move? That wasn't it. Up here. Up here, my friend. Just nope, right there. Just stay there. I don't remember how we got them to move. Stay in a place. We have a book. The Ruins of a Loon. By Veer, the stonework could only mean one thing. We found a ruin of a loon. Mightiest of civilizations. These pressure plates seem to be the key to opening. If only I wasn't alone. Well, I'm not alone, but sadly, I can't remember how I opened the other one of these. I mean, I got my pet to stand on it. So, oh, maybe a stone? Probably not. How did I give it orders to move to a place? I don't remember. I don't recall. Well, let's check settings. Graphics, keyboard. Keyboard, probably be it. Action, player, primary, player. Familiar tops on movement, move, dodge, jump, sprint, toggle, sprint, ascend, descend, toggle, broom, broom boost. Command familiar? Will that be the one we need? It is the one we need. R. We have a chest, and we have cloudberries. Ah, there was a recipe that uses cloudberries in addition to regular berries. We will first open this up. Give us another luminary point. It will, and we'll see what goodies await us in the chest. Coins. 18 coins. That's it? Just some money? Money makes the world go round, that clinking, clanking sound. I've got 90,000 pounds in my pajamas. I've got 40,000 French francs in my fridge. I've got lots of lovely lira now, the Deutschmark's getting dearer, and my dollar bills would buy the Brooklyn Bridge. That might be a transit magic thingy. And I'm guessing those are like a broom race. Got lots of lovely lira, and the Deutschmark's getting dearer, and my dollar bills. Goodbye, the Brooklyn Bridge. There is nothing quite as wonderful as money, money, money. There is nothing quite as beautiful as cash. I don't know what's over there. That looks different. Ore of some kind, I do believe. We found some kind of ore that I can use my thingy on. Oh, it's working! And it is copper ore. Got a bunch of copper ore. Nice. All right, so to make copper ore, we need charcoal. So we'll need 9 charcoal. So we'll start by making 9 charcoal. Yeah, it's going to take a little time, but you can add a familiar to boost the speed. So if we were to add... Oh, no compatible. Oh, you have to get one of those particular flavors, the chirili or whatever the other one was, to be able to speed up the work on the furnace. Gotcha. I understand. You undertake to overthrow my undertakings. That's a really obscure reference. All right, we pick all that up. We come over here and we max it out, and we make a whole bunch of copper ingots. See if there's stuff we can drop off here. There is. Got our first cloudberries now. We didn't get a lot, but we did get some cloudberries. Ooh, a couple of gemstones. Very nice. Very nice. More rock. I got a rock. Verdant bloom. Gonna need another storage chest pretty quick, but that's hardly freaking news. So over here, it was the tossed berries. We can make 2 of those. Grants +1 spirit charge for a minute and heals you for 5%. So basically, a spirit charge, if I understand correctly, is just a double jump charge. So right now I have double jumps. I'll get triple jumps, and then this would give me access to a forple jump. Maybe forple's not a word. Who am I to say? Tuning in. Hope I'm well. I am so far. I don't like to push my luck and say, yeah, everything's great. But so far, so good. Thank you for hopping in. I do appreciate that. We're going to need 4 more Chirilli tufts to upgrade our hearth to the next tier. We did pick up luminary points, did we not? Yeah, we've got 1 for Fiend and 1 for me. And now the spirit logging sickle is open, as is the simple stews. We've not done any farming yet because we don't have any seeds yet. We'll add the simple stews to see what we've got. That added the fiery stew and the forest stew. Forest stew is going to need carrots. We've got plenty of the other things. And the fiery stew is going to require chilies. And spirit dust. We don't want to use spirit dust for food. That seems wasteful. Alright, that's still working. We need the Chirilli tufts, so we're going to have to go Chirilli hunting. Nothing new there. And then the storage. Go ahead and... Right, nothing new here. We'll go ahead and drop a second storage chest. Sooner or later, we're going to need it, right? We are done with our copper ingots. We have to search the west ruins, which is over there. And where's the Chirilli crater? We need more Chirilli. How many? 4 more, I think, to upgrade. We need 4 more Chirilli tufts. We have just as much spirit dust as we need. So 4 more Chirilli tufts. Let's go. Let's make sure we've got our weapon at the ready. That's right. It's the easier way in is from over here on the beach. I do like the appearance. It's maybe a little cartoonish for my tastes, but I'm not. That should not be read as being much of a real complaint, as merely me just sort of noting. But the stylized I've got 0 issue with. Yeah, really my only complaint so far is that you can't really complain about it. I mean, I did spend the money. I did see what the graphics look like. It does seem to be aimed, visually at least, a little bit young for my tastes. But all right, we got a tuft. 1. I thought 2. We need 3 more. You missed, Fiend. Oh, it gives a little squeaky noise. That's so adorable. Is it adorable if they make a squeaky noise when I kill them? That seems a little dark, which I'm fine with, really. Oh, 2 of them. That's 4 tufts. That's what we need. I mean, while we're here, we'll grab some of these. Oh, and this was where I had seen mining nodes. Bloop, bloop. Copper? I hardly know her. I wonder, do we get anything different from these trees? The trees, the burnt trees, give us charcoal and wood, saving us a step. Oh, they're fighting. That's mean. All of nature's creatures, can't they just get along? Answer? No. No, it's nature, man. They feed upon one another. And if they had an option, upon us. Let's face it, we're tasty.
This is mine.
Delicious. We are part of a nutritious breakfast. Okay, that thing doesn't, despite the fact that it's on fire and made of wood, doesn't seem to actually, you know, unmake. Alright, well, we got the things we needed to upgrade our hearth. And also picked up a bunch of wood, some more copper ore, and some charcoal. My endurance is up to 5. Don't attack me, little critters. I'm far, far too dangerous an opponent for you to even consider such a rash option. It'd be a terrible shame if you were to end up on a skewer over my fire. Say, unless you're delicious, in which case that would be optimal. All right, let's upgrade the hearth. Because we have the Cinderbloom, the Chirili tufts, copper ingots, and a little bit more spirit dust than we need. Let's go. Here we go. Fully furnished, reached hearth level 3. Another luminary point. At some point, we may want to unlock that other wand as well. The vigor, because we can now. That's another spirit jump, so I think now by default we can do 3. 4. Nice. Stone, copper ore, wood. Wow, we got more charcoal out of that than I expected. That was not a complaint. So, as a point of questioning, I'm going to call it an evening. I'm going to start up the copper ore, and we'll see when I get back tomorrow, because I will come back to this. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. It's a nice little game. We're not very deep in, pardon the yawn, again. As I said, a little bit young aimed, I think, for me, but for people with families who want to play with their kids, I think it's probably awesome. But I'm going to keep at it a bit, at least a bit longer. I like that it's got a very deep skill system. I mean, what You saw on the screen there was like 4 or 5 more screens of things you can spend your luminaries on. I will see what what sort of broadening occurs, where you've got more options for weapons, more with the familiars. But it's a good solid start for sure. So I'm going to hit click on craft, and I'm going to quit. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out tonight. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time, most likely. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with more of the same old nonsense. Probably more of this. No guarantees, though, because I am me, and I have the attention span of a gnat on meth. But that's my plan. Anyway, I hope the rest of your Thursday night goes reasonably well, or possibly Friday morning, and I hope your Friday workday, presumably, goes very quickly to get you into your weekend, because you deserve a weekend. Back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your evening, morning, afternoon. Choose one or more. Take care, and